All right, hey guys. So, this video is to share with you a message that Spirit has been bringing through in private one-on-one sessions with a handful of people for the past like month and a half or so. In slightly different ways, like slightly different contexts, but the message overall has been like largely similar and the same. And so I felt the nudge to record a video on this message. Now, it's not for everybody. So everyone listening to this, it's not like a blanket message for all people, and neither is any intuitive or spiritual message that you receive anywhere. It's always for a certain group of people, and this message I feel like is a little more targeted than other bigger messages. So if it doesn't resonate, then maybe it's not for you. Anyway, before we get started, if you are in the Moon Circle, which is our private healing community, then you'll be seeing this on Monday, September 13th. And then if you're on YouTube, my public YouTube channel, then I'll be making it live later this week. So hello later this week. Our healing container is in my free Mighty Network, which is our Shaman Life. And in the free Mighty Network, I have meditations, ebooks, classes, other free stuff. And then you have the option to join the private healing container, which is, I think right now it's $35 a month. And there's 3 to 4 group healings or sessions every single month surrounding whatever theme is coming up in the group and in the collective. And then we tune in, connect with spirit, and then distance healing, which happens in the etheric planes by connecting with spirit, the spirit body and the light body. I am able to do healing work on a group of people as directed by spirit and our spirit guides. So that's what the Moon Circle is. Now, let's talk about what the message is. I'm going to put a link in the description, the video description for the Moon Circle and for my free group, which is our Shaman Life, in case you're curious about joining either. The links will be right there. So this video is, we're going to be talking about the message that Spirit has been bringing through for people over the last month and a half. And it has to do with this idea of suspended motion or suspended animation. And the image that they've been showing me and consistently show me is this image of like a ball of light, an orb of light, like this. This curvature, we're gonna see if I can get that to not be still washed out. I don't know if I can get it to focus there. Anyway, you can kind of see it. So ball of light, orb of light up here. This is imagine like the surface of the earth or the earth plane. And what Spirit has been showing me is that there is a select group of people who are up here in this ball of light while things are shifting around down on the earth plane. And what this means, and what they've shown me it means, is that this specific group of people right now is going to have less direction and be getting less direction than other people that are down here working in their regular light worker roles, whatever role they're in right now. And what is happening is that for these individuals who are up here, they are in this suspended motion phase, this period of time where almost like they're waiting for the next assignment and they're going to be repositioned or reallocated after some shift is happening on the earth plane. So there's a shift underway on the earth plane, as we all already know, and it's always shifting. We're in like perpetual earth plane shift right now, and whatever phase the shift is in right now, there is a reallocation happening with certain, I'm just going to call them light workers. We'll just lump everyone into one container right now, whatever phrase you want to use for this. Souls who are here embodied for a specific purpose. There's a specific group of them that are kind of being held up in this glowing orb of light, suspended motion, suspended animation, like almost like an observation bubble. We can call this an observation bubble, waiting for this shifting, whatever shifting is happening now, to settle down so that they can be repositioned and reallocated into their new roles on the earth plane. So for these individuals, what that feels like physically, spiritually, is almost feeling like you're waiting, or you're in this observation phase, or you're not getting a lot of spiritual clarity, direction. If you have a spiritual business, you're not getting a lot of spiritual clarity or direction on how to build that business, what to put in that business, how to grow that business. Chances are you're up here in this bubble. Maybe you've been like hyper spiritually connected and getting a lot of spiritual information as it relates to your business or your intuitive offerings, or whatever you're supposed to be doing. And for these individuals who are in this observation waiting period, it can feel relatively quiet right now. Like there's no guidance, like there's no information, like you're just kind of waiting or observing, or something is shifting and you can feel the shift happening, and you're almost like observing all the people who are down here. And there are other light workers who are not in this bubble who are down here, and these are the people who are like really busy doing stuff like launching courses, or like having programs, or having new ideas, or having new intuitive hits. They're like really active and really busy. And so what then we're looking at is we have these people who are up here in this observation phase, and they're looking down and they're seeing everyone else be growing and doing stuff and like making moves, and feeling like, well, what is happening? Like, why am I not getting any clarity? Why am I not getting any information? Why is there nothing coming through? I feel like directions are changing and I don't know what those directions are. Very likely that you're up here in this observation bubble. As far as the timeline on this, each person that I've spoken with in individual readings or healings that has had this going on for them, very different timelines. I've had some that were like a year to year and a half. I've had some that were 3 to 6 months. So it probably just depends on whatever shift happening down here, and whenever the space for you starts to open. Because what they show me is that there's going to be like some kind of space, there's an opening, and then you're going to come down and fill into that space whenever that opening is. And until then, it's going to be very unclear what that opening is, where it is, where you're going to go, what it's going to be, what it's going to look like. So that's pretty much it. So the people who are in this observation bubble may feel like they're behind, like they're supposed to be doing something, but they don't know what. They may feel like they're just kind of watching and waiting, or they may feel that there's a change coming for their business or their spiritual work, or whatever their offerings are going to be, but they can't see a clear direction for them yet. Almost they may feel frustrated in having a lack of direction, or like having a lack of clarity in where they're going. So those are some of the things that it might feel like if you're one of these people who are up here in this bubble. If you're one of these people who's down here, like you might be inspiration after inspiration, like hit after hit. You are like getting the idea and you're acting on it. You're like very spirit driven. Like there's a sense of urgency. You're like doing stuff. That might be that you're down here right now. Okay. But if you are in this observation bubble state of waiting, you're in this state of waiting, this state of observation shifting, because wherever you are going to be reallocated, or how you're going to be reallocated or repositioned, that space is waiting for you at some later time, at some later date, at some later point. Like there is an opening for you that is coming, but it is not here yet. All right. So that's pretty much the message for those of you who are feeling a little bit like, what gives, spirits? Like I am not feeling clear here. I feel like I'm just kind of sitting on the sidelines, like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And chances are that you're one of these in this suspended motion space, waiting for the shifting that is necessary to occur so that you can kind of re-land back in a place on earth. And then the other part of this message that they've given me is that when you kind of reposition and reallocate, the people who are down here that you're next to, when you reposition and reallocate, like your community, who you're serving, your business, it might be totally different than it is right now. Like the people, when you reallocate and the shifting has like kind of shifted and occur, where you reallocate to, new people, new situations, new business, new endeavors, new offerings, new ways that you're offering things, new things that you're doing, like new things may look drastically different for you when this repositioning happens. So this is a message of, if you are feeling lost, stuck, confused, observing, unclear direction, that there's a time coming for you, and that now is an intentional point of pause for you just to observe and wait for the next piece of guidance. And that maybe your role right now is observation and just kind of watching and sitting and waiting, and that there is going to be an opening for you, and that it is coming. And that when it comes, it will be very clear, and you will know it, and you will feel like, it'll feel like, I have to act on this right now. All right. So that's all for you guys today relating to the suspended motion, this observation bubble. And like I said at the beginning, this is not for everybody. This is not a message that is for, a larger group of the collective. It feels fairly targeted. Of the 20 to 30 readings or healings that I've done in the last month and a half, I've given it out like 3 or 4 times. But I do feel that there is a select group that this message is for, and that this does pertain to. And because I've gotten it more than once, I wanted to relay it because I feel like it could help. Some people feel a little bit better about their current circumstances. So that's all. So if you're in the Moon Circle, you will be seeing this today on Monday. And then if you're on YouTube, then you'll be seeing this a little bit later. And if you're on YouTube, I will put the link in the description to... how about this? I'll put the link in the description to my one-on-one sessions, private readings, and the Moon Circle, the group, the paid group, and then our Shaman Life, which is my free group, which has the Moon Circle in it, but there's a free component that has like free offerings in there and free content. So I'll put all that in the link in the description below, and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, because I've kind of left Instagram and I've like largely left Facebook. I'm on there like twice a month. So if I'm posting content, it's probably going to be a video, and it will be on YouTube. So if you're subscribed, then you will see it. So that's all. All right. See you guys.